Introduction to Director Connections. What is Director Connections? Director Connections is an interactive, dynamic relationship mapping tool that you use to explore the universe of connections between directors of foundations and corporations you already know, to discover connections to funders you want to know. With Director Connections, you can develop and diversify your prospect lists by exploring more than 80,000 total director connections. You can easily build connection maps from starting foundations or directors, expand and collapse maps, view foundation summary profiles, explore biographies, save, print, annotate, and more. In this tutorial, we will explore how Director Connections will help you find new sources of funding and get closer to achieving your fundraising goals. Tutorial objectives. In this tutorial, we will show you how to explore connections starting with directors you know, how to explore connections starting with foundations you know, how to find the shortest distance between a funder you already know and a funder you want to know, how to customize your connection maps and navigate through them, how to access additional information. After you have logged into Foundation Search, you'll be taken to the User Dashboard page. You can find a shortcut to Director Connections here, under the Find Funders section. Just click on the link. Alternatively, you can access Director Connections by going to the Find Funders tab and clicking on the Director Connections link under Search Tools. Director Connections has a control panel where you can launch all of your maps, starting with either foundations or directors. You can also select which database you'd like to explore. You can also customize how you want your map to look, using the zoom and spacing controls and other layout options available. There is also a preview pane at the bottom of the screen to help you navigate through large maps. We'll review each of these features in more detail. Clicking on the Director icon in the control panel opens up the Director Selection pane, where you can scroll through the connected director list or do a keyword search to refine the director list so you can more easily find the person you're looking for. Clicking on the Organization icon in the control panel opens up the Organization Selection pane, where you can scroll through the connected foundation list or do a keyword search to refine the foundation list so you can find the foundation that you're looking for. You can also narrow down your search by including the city or province you're interested in. The best way to get familiar with Director Connections and all of its capabilities is to start up a new map and explore. For example, let's look for John C. Armstrong from the Harry and Martha Cohen Foundation. I can click the Director icon to open the Director Selection pane and search for the name Armstrong to narrow down the list. I can see 3 directors with the name Armstrong. I can scroll to find the one I'm looking for. Selecting the name will open up the initial Director Connections map. Note that this map is interactive. I can move the director and foundation icons, and I can even move the entire map if I choose. Just click the icon and hold, then move your cursor to where you want to place the element. If I want to move the entire map as is, then I can click on a blank area of the map and then do the same thing. Click and hold and move my cursor. There are 2 ways I can start exploring. I can do it right on the map, or I can use the controls in the control panel above. Moving my cursor over the map icons reveals menus where I can manually expand or collapse the map, or access additional information. If I want to quickly expand my map, I can click the Expand icon on the control panel. If my map is getting too big, I can use the Zoom and Spacing tools to adjust the size of the entire map, or just the spacing between map elements. If it looks like my map is getting too cluttered, I can choose to hide the non-connected directors and view just the connected directors by clicking this icon here. If my map extends past the screen, I can either adjust the size, or I can use the preview pane below to move my view screen to another part of the map. The orange square represents the view I have on my screen right now. Just like on the map, I can click and hold the orange square and drag it to the part of the map I want to view. I can also manually move map elements around on the map as I choose. Just turn off the Auto Arrange button and I can move elements as I see fit. If I want to view my map without the control panel or preview pane in the way, I can simply minimize them by clicking on the Minimize buttons here. There are ways of customizing your map views as well. Under Options, you can choose whether your default view is all directors or connected directors only. You can even adjust how the map expansion is animated. You can turn the preview pane or auto arrange features on or off here too. When using Director Connections, you can choose which database to explore. In either the Foundation or Director Selection pane, just click on the Database drop-down menu. You can select from Canadian foundations, Canadian corporations, U.S. foundations, or U.S. corporations. Or you can choose to search all of them. Just select the All Databases option. You'll notice that when I move my cursor over a foundation icon, a menu appears. In this menu, you can choose to view at a glance some additional information, including location, assets, number of grants, and the total amount of grants. You can also choose to view more detailed information about the foundation by clicking on Summary Profile. This will open a new window with the full Foundation Summary Profile, so you can get more detail and in-depth analysis about the foundation. You can also discover the shortest distance between two organizations using the Connection Finder in Director Connections. Just click the AB icon in the control panel to open the Connection Finder pane. In the Foundation A field, scroll to select the foundation you already know. For example, let's look at the Sarnia Community Foundation. Once you've selected it, the Foundation B field will automatically populate with the foundations that are connected to Foundation A, either directly or more remotely. So, let's check out the Sarnia Lamden Family Counseling Center Foundation. Click Go to see how to get from Foundation A to Foundation B. Here, you can see how closely connected these foundations are. You can also expand the rest of the map and manipulate it just like any other map in Director Connections. Tutorial recap. In this tutorial, we have covered how to explore connections starting with directors or foundations you already know to discover funders you want to know, how to customize your connection maps and navigate through them, how to access additional information from within Director Connections, how to find the shortest distance between two organizations you already know.